The 2022 Gurkha has an improved steering rack which is so butter smooth it makes my 2021 first batch model feel like a lorry. The 2023 Gurkha is going to be even better, and this podcast style video is about 5 things to expect in the updated model. The year is drawing to a close. I hope you all had a great year. Looking ahead into 2023, many interesting launches are coming up and many other models are also being discontinued. Exciting times ahead. In our segment, most chatter on the internet is all about 5-door Thar and 5-door Gurkha, spy shots, impressions, and the whole shebang. I want to talk about our own 3-door Gurkha, which has been quietly getting updates from the company based on feedback from beta testers like myself and our 2021 build Django. If you drive the 2022 model today, you will find many small improvements discreetly included, which makes the truck much better than the first batch. There are some smaller bits like a dead pedal added and additional clamps for balancing rods, etc., which are actively improving the product. Now let's check out the 5 expected updates for the 2023 Gurkha 3-door. First, let's get done with the obvious. 18-inch alloys, the market is craving for it. It's an easy fix, already seen it on the 5-door test mules. So expect the 2023 3-door to also get the 18 inches, running the 255/65/18 all-terrain tires. It would definitely look better and adds a bit more of ground clearance because the total diameter now would be 31.1 inches compared to the older 29.5 inches. We see in the present stock 16-inch alloys which runs 245/70/16/80 tires. So half of that difference would be the added ground clearance. I would not be happy losing the sidewall height though, because we'll need that kind of rubber off-road. But again, the 18-inch also opens up a whole new buffet of aftermarket rubber options. Second, why 2023 is a milestone? Because come 1st April 2023, India will roll out the CAFE 2 norms, which is the corporate average fuel economy norms, and upgraded more stringent BS6.2 norms, the BS6 phase 2. This will tighten the noose on emissions, and in simple terms, what it would do for the Gurkha is force it to adopt the AdBlue diesel exhaust fluid system. If you didn't know, Force Motors managed to avoid including the AdBlue DEF in its BS6 Gurkha by adopting a lean NOx trap as a workaround. With BS 6.2, they would be forced to bring in the AdBlue. So expect the 3-door Force Gurkha in 2023 also to come with the AdBlue tank. Third, the lean NOx trap made it easier for the company to make the OM 616 engine compliant to BS6. But of course, there are limitations to the tune of power you can juice out from the motor with this combination. And so the Gurkha only puts out 90 horsepower presently. With AdBlue coming in, it would liberate this restriction, and the company should bring us a better state of tune, and I expect the 2023 Gurkha to put out somewhere in the 135 to 140 bhp comfortably. We can positively expect a more powerful engine tune. Fourth, Achilles had his heel, the Gurkha has its lower control arm. Everybody in the world and their mother-in-law have complained about the lower arm and how it should be redesigned to get more clearance. We can expect the lower arm to be redesigned in a more direct and straight configuration, and that should finally settle that grouse. Fifth, let me jog your memory now. Do you guys remember this car? This was the Force 1. It launched in 2011 and it had a lot of things going for it and a lot of other things going against it. It was a hodgepodge mismatch from everywhere. It had design and all body panels directly imported from the Guangdong Explorer 3 from China. It had Lotus sort out its handling dynamics. and came as a dated competitor to the Safari Scorpio segment back then. It didn't do very well in the market and remains a rare unicorn to spot even today. But why am I reminding you of this? Is because the heart of the top model LX 4x4 version of this car was the 2.2 liter engine they called the TD2200, which was nothing but the very old OM611 engine, which powered the old Mercedes-Benz W210 E-Class way back in 2000. This engine put out a decent 141 PS at 3800 RPM and a torque of 321 Newton meters at 1600 to 2400 rev range. This same tune we later saw in the Gurkha Extreme. A budget-friendly entry-level EX base variant was also launched with the then BS3 Gurkha's 2.6 liter engine, which put out just 82 PS and 230 Newton meters of torque, which is our very own OM616. This got later updated to BS4 and we saw the same tune run in the subsequent Gurkha Explorer and Expedition models, and now in BS6 Avatar in 2021-22 Gurkha models, all running the same sad tune. Let's get back to the Force 1. The top model Force 1 LX had 4x4 with limited slip differential, but one very interesting thing which the LX had was this. Yes, it had an electronic shift-on-fly dial. Count this as my wish list or a suggestion perhaps to Force, but I have a gut feeling that the updated Gurkha 2023 might actually get this feature. They will surely retain the locking diffs, which is a USP of the Gurkha, but I think the transfer case would be dialed in using this ESOF. This would make the Gurkha more accessible to a larger tech-savvy customer base that Thar is servicing happily presently. So expect to see a one bit of electronic dial in the new 2023 Force Gurkha 3-door. Besides all this, the 2023 Gurkha might also give up its G28 gearbox and inherit the G32 Mercedes-Benz derived gearbox from the Force 1, which would better suit the more powerful engine tune. That's it for the podcast style video. Thank you guys for listening in. Let me know in the comments below what else you want to know about the Gurkha, or if you should wait for the 2023 model with the new features expected, but of course at a higher price. And please give me some feedback about what style of videos you would like to see in the future. Subscribe and stay tuned for further updates in the new year. Have a great year ahead, guys. Bye bye.